In the annals of modern warfare, few events have captured the world's attention quite like the Iranian missile and drone strikes on Israel in April 2024. This unprecedented attack, which saw a barrage of over 200 missiles and drones raining down on the Jewish state, marked a significant escalation in the long-standing tensions between the two nations and sent shockwaves throughout the region and beyond. The sheer scale and audacity of the attack were staggering. According to reports, Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, in coordination with its proxies, launched a massive assault codenamed Operation True Promise on the evening of April 13th. The strikes, which originated from multiple locations across Iran, Syria, Lebanon, and Yemen, involved a diverse array of weaponry, including ballistic missiles, cruise missiles, and a swarm of advanced drones. As the projectiles streaked across the skies, Israel's vaunted air defense systems were put to the ultimate test, scrambling to intercept and neutralize the incoming threats. Despite their best efforts, several missiles managed to penetrate the defenses, striking targets within Israel and causing limited damage and casualties. The historical significance of this attack cannot be overstated. As Dr. Raz Zimat, a research fellow at the Institute for National Security Studies, noted, this was the first time in the history of the Israeli-Iranian conflict that Iran has directly and openly attacked Israel with such a massive force. This sentiment was echoed by Major General Rez Yaakov Amadror, a former national security advisor to the Prime Minister, who described the strikes as a dramatic escalation in the conflict between Iran and Israel. Indeed, the attack represented a seismic shift in the dynamics of the region, shattering long-held assumptions about the boundaries of the conflict and the willingness of both sides to engage in direct confrontation. For decades, the hostilities between Iran and Israel had been largely confined to proxy battles and covert operations, with each side carefully calibrating its actions to avoid an all-out war. However, with this brazen assault, Iran appeared to have crossed a Rubicon, signaling its readiness to confront Israel directly and on a scale previously unimaginable. As Amadror grimly observed, this is a new era in the conflict between Iran and Israel, and it will have far-reaching consequences for the entire region. The danger posed by this escalation cannot be overstated. The Middle East has long been a tinderbox of tensions, with a complex web of alliances, rivalries, and competing interests constantly threatening to ignite into a broader conflagration. The Iranian strikes on Israel and the potential for retaliation have only served to heighten these risks, raising the specter of a regional conflict that could draw in other powers and destabilize the entire global order. As Amos Yadlin, a former head of Israeli military intelligence, warned, the danger of escalation is real, and it could lead to a full-scale war between Israel and Iran, with the potential involvement of other actors in the region. This sentiment was echoed by numerous experts and analysts, who cautioned that any miscalculation or overreaction could have catastrophic consequences, potentially igniting a conflagration that would engulf the entire Middle East and beyond. In the face of this grave threat, the international community has been scrambling to diffuse tensions and prevent further escalation. Diplomatic efforts have been redoubled, with world leaders and organizations calling for restraint and urging both sides to pursue a peaceful resolution to the conflict. However, as the dust settles and the full implications of the Iranian strikes become clear, it is evident that the world has entered a new and perilous phase in the ongoing struggle for regional dominance and security. The genie of direct confrontation has been unleashed, and the specter of a wider conflict looms larger than ever before. As we grapple with the fallout of this watershed event, it is imperative that we reflect on the lessons it has imparted and the challenges that lie ahead. The Iranian strikes on Israel have served as a stark reminder of the fragility of the global order and the ever-present threat posed by the proliferation of advanced weaponry and the escalation of regional tensions. Moreover, they have underscored the urgent need for renewed diplomatic efforts and a recommitment to the principles of dialogue, compromise, and mutual understanding. For too long, the conflicts that have plagued the Middle East have been allowed to fester, fueled by mistrust, ideological differences, and the pursuit of narrow self-interests. If we are to avert the catastrophic consequences of a wider regional conflict, we must embrace a new paradigm, one that prioritizes diplomacy over confrontation and seeks to address the root causes of these tensions through patient and principled engagement. The road ahead will be fraught with challenges, but the alternative, a descent into a spiral of violence and instability that could engulf the entire region and beyond, is simply too dire to contemplate. As we navigate these treacherous waters, we must draw upon the lessons of history, the wisdom of our leaders, and the collective resolve of the international community to chart a course towards a more peaceful and secure future. The decision, as always, rests in our hands.